Welcome back, sirs and madams. They often say in a gold rush, you should be selling shovels to the people. And if you buy BNB, you probably think that is what you're doing. So today's video is about Binance coin. BNB, Binance, Chang Pao coin, all right? It's rank number 4. It's enormous. And I'm going to spoil this video for you. You're not early, friend. You're not early, okay? You know what's very interesting, right? Just looking here, the volume for Binance coin is only 509 million. If you look at other coins, like even XRP is, a third of the size, but it has 2.5 times the volume. Same as other coins, right? So Cardano as well, right? Cardano has the same volume, but it's 1/4 of the size. I remember Chang Pao, CZ, he's kind of hinting why he doesn't list Hex, and he thinks it's because it's like a low volume grift. It's very interesting. Is there something going on in the shadows with BNB? So, I'm your friend. If you go click on results, I just got a follower. Thank you, sir. You just go click on results. I always get asked, Sammy, why do you keep hating on Binance coin? You're just jealous of my hatings. Look, here's number 13. I was long, man. Where the hell were you? I bought it in 2020. I owned BNB. And then I sold the top. 5.2x on BTC, 11x on USD. I love these coins, man. I love people. I love you. You literally think I'm literally the biggest degenerate. I go into every coin and community. Look at half these winners are all memes, man. I don't bother listing the 2x's and the 3x's. I don't bother listing them. Okay, but BNB actually made it here. I was early to it. I wasn't even that early because this is trash returns compared to what some people made. We've been here, man. We've been here. There's a price too low and a price too high. This is from lookintohex.com, and it's funny they have BNB coin. I feel like BNB is actually the arch nemesis coin of Richard Hart and Hex. It's a funny battle, which is kind of cool to see. You see this yellow one? That's BNB. BNB is crushing Ethereum, right? Let's move Bitcoin and Hex. Can you what the hell? What the hell? It came to a point where Ethereum retraced and BNB pushed up. Now you might get scared and think, isn't this what FTT did? But I don't know, man. It's kind of crazy. They have the biggest product and services in crypto. And, if you could just go and do a small fee on all the millions and millions of dollars of traded volume per day, and they're obviously just rotating all the junk and they're just buying BNB. They don't promise to do that, so I don't think there is security because of that. Because, they do that, but they don't say to you, hey, have expectations that we will rotate our money into it. But it shows you, man, this is why it goes up. So you might now ask me, should we buy and hold this? Look, man, we're going to go through some facts, all right? So this is my post of when BNB's prophecy was achieved. This is December 21 in 2022. Oh, wow, I just reposted this. This isn't even the original post. Maybe I can find it. Yeah, it doesn't matter. This is when the original post was. Here we go, April in 2021. Man, I bought it in 2020. At one point, Binance was not cool. Binance's chain was a grift, weird Chinese copycat of Ethereum. That's what it was seen as in 2020. You see it now as God tier status, CZ. But yeah, that means you're late, man. You're a sucker buying a blue chip. Okay? You don't have any edge there. So I bought it back when I was getting called a peanut brain, getting scammed. And that's what you want to be told. So CZ, he achieved the prophecy, and I thank you for being a good friend. And it actually shocked the world, right? So we're going to move on. So BNB is centralized as hell. And what I love about crypto is because the market is so inefficient, no one knows what to look for. So when you say the word centralized, it has a dirty connotation to it. So most people in crypto run away from that. They think, no, centralized bad. And in a nutshell, you've been watching me for longer than 6 seconds. You'll know centralization is good because It's easier to convince, like 3 to 5 people not to dump versus trying to convince 1,000 people not to take profit and dump along the way. In my opinion, right? So centralization is good. And BNB is more centralized than you can ever imagine. So the top 100 holders have 95.52% of coins. I actually think it's gone up from this. It's insane. Insanely centralized. Of course, but you knew that. Who cares? We're here for the price pump, baby. That's what we're here for. We want the network effect to grow. We want to see strong network growth. Number go up. Trees going. Right? We want to see more people join. We want to see the tribe getting bigger. That's what we actually want to see. All the other poopy heads out there are saying, price to earnings ratio. I want some earnings. I want the balance sheet to be shown. No one cares, man. Nobody cares. Go look at all the DeFi projects that make money. I bought them too. You think I made a cent? I got crushed. Crushed. It doesn't matter how many billions of dollars they make. No one cares. You have to get into the meme mindset of why people buy and hold. Okay? And don't think this is just like unique to crypto, because you need water to survive, but you'll go and pay thousands of dollars for weird, useless stuff. It's the same in crypto, right? Maybe you will need a certain product like, BNB, I need it for trading, but that doesn't mean you're not going to go pay $20,000 for a JPEG or go buy a coin just for some marketing. Humans are really simple like that. We don't make a mental model in our head and go, okay, so I need water, so I'm a water maxi, so I'll pay $1,000 for a bottle of water. Like, we don't actually say that, man. What do we go do? We say, hey, there's a Ferrari badge on that car. I'm going to go blow 500 grand. That's the type of stuff humans do. We say, Rolex watch. I saw that cool dude who I look up to. He has it. Let me get that piece of junk metal for $30,000, $50,000. That's how we think. We are so simple like that. And it's not a bad thing. It's a good thing because it makes it easier for us to predict. Okay. So in the previous bear market, see this hurts to see. There were 2 unicorns, Chainlink and BNB. And obviously, in this bear market, Chainlink was trash and BNB went up, which is sad because, you know what broke my heart? Because BNB theoretically should be infiltrated by the FTX token FTT FUD. Because people would think, oh no, it's all a Ponzi, let me get out. It's like, it's all, the virus is going to spread. It didn't matter, man. It didn't matter. Okay, so it obviously didn't matter. Is BNB. Obviously, it didn't matter. Down from the top, so it's only like down 60% from the top. Chainlink's only down like 90%. Trash. Absolute trash. Look at BNB, ETH, absolute monster. Holding up. I'm not saying it's a buy, it's just strong. Okay? So that's why it broke my heart, because I was like, man, if you were to play this scenario out, knowing the events ahead of time, you would think, as an investor, speculator, trader, whatever, you would think that the FTT token FUD would spread to all exchange coins and send them down. So you would say, okay, let me invest in Chainlink. Doesn't matter, man. Coin went down. So this short-term randomness, it's chaotic. You can't predict how weak people will be. People will sell lows lower than you can imagine. And yeah, on the upside, I know it doesn't sound pretty to save one day, but hey, one day we're going to be pumping to the moon. The candles are going to be green, and people are going to hit market at prices that you didn't even think were possible in crypto, just to get into the tribe. So, there are people going to be buying $180 Chainlink. There are going to be people buying $1 Doge. There are going to be people buying, Pulse Chain up 100x. They're going to be buying Hex at $1.40, not because they actually want to make money, but because they need to satisfy the urge to fit in with the crowd, to join the tribe. That's how simple it is. They say, oh, my friend's in, so I get in. And you're like, but what about the RSI? But what about the monthly chart? But what's going on? No one cares, dummy. No one cares. We are so simple. So, right? BNB, it was a sick bear market hedge 2 times in a row. And we know it's centralized as hell. Wow, it actually got more centralized. The top 100 wallets of Binance are in 99.11% of all BNB tokens. Now that is some centralization. So we have this BNB chart, and we tick a lot of boxes, man. So I just want you to appreciate, this is the USD chart. Yeah, like, you know, oh wow, it did. Oh my god, how much is big this number? 3,480x. Oh my lord. Well, you got the unicorn, man. You got the unicorn. Don't think you're ever going to find a Binance again. Don't think you are. Chances are we're not. Most of the time, yeah, you know, most of the time you got to be out here. You got your 200x, you know, most of the time. Oh man, this is nuts, guys. So obviously we're gonna chart in against ETH because this is the one true coin we need to chart. Oh man, this is nuts. Like if you just do this, it's up 58x against. Wow, that is big, man. That is absolutely big. It's only down 30% from the top. So yeah, even though I sold here or whatever, right? Doesn't really matter. Because look, it went sideways, but it doesn't matter. I didn't, like, because I got out. Doesn't mean it was a bad coin. I just thought I could go find other opportunities, right? And when you're evaluating BNB, I want you to know. So there's some, you call them some alerts, some signals. You go, oh, you know, the volume's a bit lower. Maybe it's running a Ponzi. I don't think so, man. You do know they are selling shovels in a gold rush. But they're a unicorn of the space. And now we have to get through the real issue. The real issue is that Binance has now been through 2 cycles. Okay? 2 cycles. So the first halvening was in 2016, and then we pumped. We pumped to the heavens. All right, here you go. Your nice 218x. Man, that's a lot. Ah. Oh, man, that's like big. All right. That's cycle 1. Cycle 2, which is what we just had. The halvening was here, yeah, and then we had a friendship pump. We went up, okay? So we pumped. I don't know where to measure it from. I want to take some sort of average number. Let's just take it here, right in between here, all right? So you got, yeah, it's all right, 49x, man. That's what, like, ETH did, pretty much. Actually, ETH did 49x from its low. So this is actually better, man. This is great. Pretty big, man. Pretty big. So 48x. I'll put 48x here. So that's, oh, okay, we got to write this down, friends, so you just know this clean and clear. Cycle 1, this is that. That is massive, massive friendship. If you buy something reasonably successful and it hasn't been through a full cycle yet, you're in its first cycle, you are extremely advantaged. All right? Extremely. So cycle 2 equals 48x, and this isn't massive friendship. We'll just say kindness and love. You know, it's not huge, but there's kindness there. It's really good, man. It's really good. So don't knock it. Don't knock it. Cycle 2 is awesome too. There's many coins out there that have only been through 1 cycle. You can get this. So you could have seen, oh wow, you know, Binance is successful from cycle 1. I'm gonna get him from cycle 2. You did great, man. You did great. 48x. And now here comes the kicker. The kicker is the halvening will be here, and we're going to enter the 3rd cycle. So I don't know where you measure it from. You know, it makes it even worse now because Binance didn't even give you a huge discount. Wouldn't it be nice if Binance dropped 90% for you to buy down here and then hold it up and get like a 19x? Makes you think, right? You don't get the discount. So how high is this thing really going to go? So maybe you're buying here, average price. Look, it's still going to be great, man. Like, maybe it actually goes to here. Maybe it gives you like a 10x. That's awesome. Maybe it does go to like 2,400 or something. And I'll draw little arrows of friendship. Wee, 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 wee. It's all right, man. It's all right. Like, you get a 10x. But we know we're in crypto, man. If you are using your crypto capital on a coin that gives you 10x, that is better than losing. Yes. However, this is what you need to understand. There's an opportunity cost for everything, and everything's in the cycle together. Which means, yes, be grateful. Yes, thank God. Oh, wow, we got a 10x. But once you're out, you can't then rotate immediately to get another like 10x somewhere. It's done. It is done, buddy. Like, you are now doing nothing for another 2 years. Okay? So your time is then required to sit and do nothing. So it's not like, oh, wow, I won the lottery, let's play again. It's like, now I won the lottery, okay, I've got to sit and do nothing. I can't actually gain and grow anymore. So there is an opportunity cost, man. So if you're missing out on other narratives, you have to live with that. You have to live with the fact that there's going to be Doges and Shibs and other coins that come out that give people, you're getting your 10x after these 2.5 years. Some people are going to get like their 30x in like 90 days. You're going to have to live with that. And this is the most important part to grasp. So Binance, what do we think of it? It's strong. It's great. Binance ETH is absolutely insane. But if you're still holding it up here, what is your upside? Like, where do you think it's going to go, man? Like, if it goes another 1 or 2x, you got to get out, man. Like, how high do you want to hold this thing? You just hold it forever. At some point, you're just going to cop this again. And that's a long time, man. 1-2 years of going sideways, right? Now, it's better than going down, but you can't DCA this at all. You can't DCA this at all. Like, you're buying something in here, your upside's 1, and then your downside is -1. It's not optimal, right? So BNB, it is strong. It is great. But what's the downside? Downside is its rank is too high. It's considered a blue chip. It's considered safe. Everybody knows about it. It's now entering its 3rd cycle, right? So all these things, you put them together and you think, yes, I give you a thumbs up, but we can do better and we can find better. It's not an undiscovered gem. There is no hidden edge with it at all. Every single person on Twitter knows, I trust Binance. Binance is rich. They have a lot of money. BNB goes up. They rotate the money. Everyone knows about it. There is no edge there. There's a tiny bit because the Bitcoin maxis say, oh, this is all FUD, but not really, man. Not really. If the majority of crypto was calling CZ a scammer, saying BNB is a Ponzi, all this stuff relentlessly, like everybody, not just a few haters, everyone, then we probably would see prices lower and it would be a good buy. But right now, no. Right now, we just sit on our hands. You see it, you give it a nod, you give it a tick, and you move on. Because at the end of the day, man, there's opportunity cost. You're only going to get one shot, friends. You're going to get one shot. See, even though I banked Binance, I didn't get that much, man. When you think about it, when did I even buy? I'm trying to think. Yeah, maybe I bought around here and it still went lower, by the way. So I bought around here. It still pissed me off. It still went 45% down against ETH. And it gave me like a 4x. See? It's great. I appreciate the 4x. But, man, there was some trash that went like 4x in like a week, There was some stuff that goes, 10, 20, 30, 40x. How juicy is that if you get that, right? So it's great. It's great you're able to participate. But now, we can kind of see, is there edge here? Not really. Is it going to change over time? Probably. So we just leave this on the sidelines and we keep it. And we now know, blue chips are blue chips. And if you invest in blue chips, you get blue chip returns, which ain't good enough for us.